Alright, audio issue is fixed. Alright, the stream is all set up. Now I can focus on getting some trades going here. So first thing, let me pull up my trade copier. And on the Apex trade copier, this is how you go ahead and turn it on. So we're going to click New, Apex copier. I want my personal account to be the lead account, and then we're trading micros today. Now I can select the accounts like this, and that'll turn them on. I mean, that might take a minute, so I can right click, click toggle on, then it'll turn all my accounts on for me. I don't want to bother with the sim accounts, I'll turn those off. This ratio of 1, so if I trade with one contract on the lead account, then the rest will also trade with one account. If I wanted to set 1 to 2, then whatever amount I do on my lead account, it will double it on that follower. And it also works on a fractional. So if I'm trading 2 on my lead, but I want to trade 1 on the followers, then I would do 0.5 here. Cool. So that's set up. Now looking at the market that we have today, something I want to make sure I have drawn in is this gap from yesterday. So we have this low. Well, we have this closes of yesterday, this highest point. Then we have the open. It went way up and it gapped up. And now since then, we've worked this down some to the point where the gap is here. Now, anytime the market's starting to get bearish and I have this gap below, I'm going to assume the market's going to want to try to close this gap. So I'm going to leave this on, and this will be a strong magnet until it is closed. Yesterday ended up being a trading range day. The FOMC created some huge bars in here, but ultimately it still closed pretty close to where it opened, and at no point did it ever go really much outside of this range. When you have yesterday as a trading range like that, especially with the FOMC, the FOMC didn't provide any direction. The FOMC just pretty much just went sideways, and then now we're still within that range. So when yesterday was a trading range, there's an increased chance that today will be a trading range day. Now looking at today, first thing I noticed is that we've had a wedge, which is 3 pushes down. So first push, then second push, and third push. So we had 3 pushes here. We've been sideways for a few bars. broke out below the low of this wedge and also the low of yesterday. And we had this bull bar trying to reverse. So it's trying to fail to break out. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Yeah, the trade copier is armed with 20 micros. So I'm going to go ahead and do is move up to 2 micros now. So I'm going to trade 2 micros on my personal and then 1 on my followers. So that's a feature I haven't tested yet, is that ratio feature. So we can go ahead and do that today. Bears have had some strength this morning. I mean, clearly we've been down, but also we have this gap here that's open. So we have this low, and then this pullback and broke out below, and then the tails that pulled back did not come back and test that breakout point. So this area here is a gap. When you're getting gaps, that means that side is strong. So the bears were strong enough to be able to have that breakout without a pullback. So if someone bought below that low, then they weren't able to get back to that price. So if they bought more lower, they were not able to get back to their original entry point. And if those bulls have held on and continued to buy lower, well, if they bought lower down here, they could have gotten out break even. They've had plenty of chances to get out break even through all this, buying more lower and getting out on these couple big pullbacks here. Just taking a look at the accounts I've got here. Um, so they've all pretty much had very minimal trading on them. So you see some of them are just up like, most of them are just up like $1. That's just because we've just been really just practicing this trade copier. Um, once we start trading with like a full E-mini on each of these, then that'll start changing a lot. Yeah, right now the goal is really just learning the trade copier, making sure I've got all the bugs worked out, so I know how to handle it in all of the different situations and all the you know unique parts about it. So bull's got a bull bar closing above the moving average. I would expect the bears to be able to get a scalp out of that, to be able to sell it. Something to be cautious of though is we do have the low of yesterday and this low, and we broke out of that but failed to break out, and then we pulled back, failed to go lower, and now we're getting this. So I expect there's going to be some trapped traders here, which is why it makes it more risky trying to sell that close. Another thing, we're actually at the bottom of the trading range. Yeah, so this is really like the range we've been playing, and we're in the bottom third of the trading range for the last 2 days. All right, Velko, good to see you back, and the audio is working too. Um, so let me pull up the Discord. So so yeah, I spent like a couple hours last night just like watching videos, just learning about some of the different features like the permissions. Um, I made an icon for it, changed the server name. I was looking into the user like the different role permissions. Um, I was messing around. I got messing around with the Sapphire bot, so I'm kind of learning. I know you had already set that up, so thank you for doing that. Um, yeah, kind of dove into some of the different features. I changed. I changed this one to I just called it Monkey Talk. So, uh, I was just playing around with that. We'll see what changes on here. Um, yeah, so I was watching the video and they're going over all the different aspects. I was like, oh well, like Velcro already got this set up for me. Um, so yeah, that's pretty cool. This is good first step on it. I'm definitely excited for what's coming in the future once more people join that. Oh, something I noticed. I went to invite a friend, and so it said this channel is private. Only select members and roles can view this channel. Now, I believe I have it set to where everyone can invite someone. All right, give myself a. Okay, yeah, I could do that. Uh, I do want to make sure everyone is able to invite someone. So I see that member and then create invite. So everyone should be able to invite someone. So I guess that's all right. After three good bull bars here, I'm expecting to get a little bit more up.
Or- Order submitted.
See if we even get filled.
Order filled. Or- Order submitted.
If you click invite to any other public channel, something like the mod chat. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. So I bought here, expecting a second leg up after this. So we've had three good bull bars following this failure of these yesterday's low, and I think we should be able to get at least a small second leg up after this. Something that really caught my eye on this move here is this bull bar, the first close above the moving average. It was such a clean close above that moving average. Now, initially, I did say it should be good for a scalp, and I don't, I think selling here, you'd be able to sell more higher, and you'd be okay most of the time. Really, I should have said it was a bullish um, move for the reasons that it's, and I did say it afterwards that we have these lows, and it failed to go lower, and now we're getting this move up. But this first bar closed really nicely above the moving average, and then we had a second follow through bar. And now we've had three good looking bull bars after failing to go lower. So I would expect a second leg up after this. And we'll have to wait a couple bars to see what that second leg's going to look like. So Velco, have you done other Discord set up other Discord servers? What kind of stuff have you worked on? Okay. Yeah. Do you have any video examples of stuff that you've edited? If you got anything good, you're welcome to post the link in the chat there. And if you got any work you've done, yeah, feel free to post it in the chat, and I'll take a look at it. So the Bulls are working on getting a second leg up here. I mean, this could be all they get. This has already met the minimum requirement for a second leg. Um, so we'll just need to watch about how this bar closes and how the next bar closes as well. But we can see on the copy trader everything's working right. We're trading with 2 micros on the first one and then 1 on the others, and everything is in sync and looking correct. Okay, yeah, and for you, definitely feel free to self promote, share anything you want. That'd definitely be all right. And obviously, I want to see some of the stuff you've done as well. So Bulls are trying to get a good close here. It's looking like it'll be a good bar. It is coming into this low, this breakout point. What we want to see. All right. So what we want to see is exactly what happened here. So what did this bar do? It most significantly it closed above this prior high. So that's showing a lot of strength in the bulls. So I have no indication to be getting out yet. Yeah, this was a really good bar. I mean, it opened, it was immediately bought. There was no tail below, and then it closed above this prior high. So bulls had a lot of confidence, a lot of strength on that bar. if this bear bar closes something like this, I'll just go ahead and get out, break even, or I'll just go ahead and get out at the close of that bar. So we got 1 minute to decide what to do at the close of this bar. If it closes in the upper third of the bar, I'll go ahead and leave the trade on. If it closes any lower than that, I'll just go ahead and basically just get out of the market. Because I was buying this for a second leg, and we got the pullback, and now it's met the minimum requirement for a second leg. Something to note though, it is making gaps. So these prior highs of bars, and then the lows are staying above. So like this pullback here. Um, so just look at any of the bars in this leg. This high after the following bar, the bar afterwards, the tail did not come back and touch that high, and it's the same with this one. And then here, this close, this bull close here, after it broke out, the bear close stayed above that bull close. So I'm gonna go ahead and stay in the trade. Um, looks like this next bar will be what decides the fate of this trade. What I'm looking for is a close at a minimum a close above this bull close, and if it does that, we will stay in the trade. If not, we'll get out. 2000 tick chart, we have this resistance level, this 200 period moving average. So we kind of have this conflicting time frame um, where we have this resistance right above on the 2000 tick, but then on the 5 minute we have the 5 minute bar, the 20 moving average that's right below it. We've got about a minute and a half left. So it looks like I'll just go ahead and be getting out of this trade once this, I'll see how this bar closes. And first pull back below a prior bar in about 6 bars. So there's probably buyers below that. I'll go ahead and try to get a little bit there. Both sides know how important this bar is. So both sides are trying to win the close of the bar.
Order canceled.
Okay, so we got out there. so, so that was so I got 2 ticks on the PA counts, and then 1 tick. Let's see, no, two ticks on the on all of it. I mean, the purpose of this is really just to learn the trade copier. So that when I go to the like 20 e-minis, then I understand how to use the trade copier, and I'm not like making mistakes with 20 contracts. outfit on the stream. Okay, we'll put it back on. Yeah, I'm doing the live stream. Oh my gosh.
Get over here!
Oh my god. Look, you're on. It's you.
What?
It's you.
Oh no! The girls you date so bothered you have a female roommate until they see this.
Yeah.
I may live with a girl, however, she acts like this.
Yeah, there's no issues here. Wide range of responses to this outfit. So yeah,
Are
it's
we
you.
live, or what do you mean
No, it's-
wide range of responses?
We were talking about like if a guy sees you,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna get. Yeah,
I like thought
no,
you were like streaming or
no.
something, and all your little followers are.
no, it's live.
Oh,
Now I don't really have any followers,
thank
but
goodness.
technically it is on YouTube right now.
Oh.
There's one guy, Velko. There's Velko. He's live.
Hey, buddy.
He's there. So I got other friends that like hop in sometimes.
That's cute.
Look, see, he says LOL.
I'm obsessed with this. This is great.
Look, we can like move the
Wait, can
camera
I
up.
tuck my arms in? Oh, yeah. This is good. Arms in, I think, is the move.
You're just the whole screen right now. You're just taking up.
Okay, a girl shows up like this to a first date. What do you do?
I mean, I'm staying. I know I'm staying.
Yeah. You're staying? Are you being nice about it, or are you making comments?
Well, it's got the ingredients on the back and everything.
Oh, yeah. What does it say? Are they the real ingredients?
Yeah, looks like it.
That's great. Oh.
It's even got like the ad on Facebook and Instagram and everything back there.
Gotta promote the
Garrett-
brand. Did you paint this?
No, a friend gave that from Guatemala when I went.
That's really pretty.
Okay, he says if you use her as a mask on TikTok, you'll blow up for sure. I think that's a good idea.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know. I guess we just put you on my TikTok, and
Put me on the TikTok?
yeah,
Oh no! Yeah, probably.
probably would blow up. Probably get 1 million views.
Can we put it on your TikTok so they don't talk to me?
Yeah, it'd be my TikTok.
Great. I'll do weird stuff on your TikTok. I just don't want to make my own that has like my name on it.
Okay.
You know?
So it's gonna go on my official one.
Yeah.
That's like,
Yeah, so you get the weird messages and they can't find me. I am just a Cheeto bag. I'm not a human girl.
oh, you can also see the Cheeto like banner in the,
Oh yeah.
right here.
Wow, look
Right
at
here.
me. I really look like the biggest Cheeto fan in the world right now.
Yeah, I got the Cheeto banner in my room. Sponsored by Cheeto.
I should get a Cheeto sponsorship. I'll wait till you're done with your carnivore diet, because they're gonna send us boxes of Cheetos.
And they would. We get all the stuff we want.
We could. I could have as many Flamin' Hot Cheetos as my heart desired. Which would probably be a lot.
I hope the YouTube algorithm is like picking this up. And like, oh my gosh, we need to push people to that video right now.
It looks so funny when I, like, move. I feel like a mascot at a cheap baseball game.
No, that'd be an expensive baseball game.
Aw, thank you. That'd be an expensive baseball game. I don't know. I think it's kind of giving Florence freedom.
Not now, Bobo. We're doing something.
Tell me, what is it?
It's a cat house.
No, you don't like the Cheeto costume. He's a hater. That's me.
If someone new came on right now, they'd have no idea.
Someone, yeah, I think if any of your friends came on right now, they'd be like, "Who is that lady?"
We should get more costumes and just do this. Forget the trading.
Honestly, we would make so much money.
just doing.
Hello, Hammy. You do have to get like a shit ton of views to get monetized on TikTok, but I
Yeah.
don't know. Crazier things have happened.
Props to her for not being camera shy. That's all right. You're not camera shy. You just get up there and do whatever.
I am a little bit, but you know.
Yeah, I think we should just quit the whole trading thing.
You think you're giving up trading stocks and you're gonna be my TikTok manager?
I didn't think this path would lead me here, but here we are.
I don't know. You've been telling me to make a YouTube for like a year and a half, and I've passively refused. I say passively refused because I did agree to, but then I just never did it.
You're gonna eat like vegetables and stuff on it, right? And like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, people seem to go crazy when I just eat like a whole green pepper like an apple. I don't know what that is, why they care, but I don't know if it's like sexual or like I don't know what it is, but
I don't know.
you know, I don't know.
This is gonna be the thumbnail for the video now.
Beautiful.
That's what I should do. I'm gonna make that the thumbnail.
Look at my face.
I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna
It's hot in
change.
this Cheeto suit. I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Yeah, I'm gonna change the. How do I?
Oh, can't let YouTube see the real me. Hello, Hammy. Sorry for frightening you. I am not a bag of Cheetos. I am still your mom. Ooh. Okay. You're not ready to be comforted.
Hmm.
He's so bad. Or maybe he just has a lot of energy because it's been hot and it's finally cold in here. Ooh, my fingers are
Oh my gosh.
What?
The world.
Oh,
The world is. You've been exposed.
no! Delete it! Take it off the internet!
Oh God.
Ah!
Look, they're asking what the Cheeto bag's name is. They want to know your name.
Chester. Chester Cheeto.
You're not Chester. You can't fool them.
I can.
Chester, that's a screen name. That's not your real name. That's your Cheeto name. We want to know your real name.
Do you even know my real name? No, don't say it.
I think I know every name except for your real name. I know.
Good.
I'm trying to change the. Oh no, I don't think I can change the. Oh, maybe I can.
What are you trying to change?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I was gonna change the thumbnail to that Cheeto.
My whole family fights over the Cheeto costume. If they see this on YouTube, they're gonna be so jealous.
Change. Do that. Yes. So it's gonna get so many more. Everyone's gonna just be hopping in now.
No.
So we got it. Are we gonna go with Chester? Chester the Cheeto.
Huh?
Are we gonna go with Chester as that's your
No,
name?
that sounds horrible.
Okay.
I hated
Well,
it
what?
when I said it.
Well, I think your fake name that I
Yeah, I
know
think Liz
is
is fine.
okay. The bat.
Your fake name that I know. Don't tell him it's fake.
The Cheeto's name is Liz.
Yeah. Also, if I could subtly advertise my toe pics.
Oh my God. Too much self promotion.
Also, if anybody wanted to buy pictures of my feet. Oh my gosh.
New signals only $100 a month. What does new signals mean?
I don't know what that means.
See now I don't know if we're talking about the Cheetos or we're talking about the trading or talking about you.
I mean, $100 a month for a FlipPic subscription does sound reasonable, depending on the demands.
Bro got to get mad because of that mirror.
Alright. Ooh, the internet. Fickle internet.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah, I should be wearing different pants for this viewing, I think.
Dude, Cheeto costume should have just stayed on.
It's so hot, though.
Dude, you think that's what Batman says when he's out there fighting crime? He's like, "Oh, my suit's so hot." No, he puts up with it.
No, because he's rich. His suit cools itself. He's not hot in there.
You can have that if you want.
Oh, yeah. You don't want people to think you're...
No, it's because I have like 20 of them.
Oh,
Think I'm what, prideful?
I don't know.
I'm proud
I don't
of
know.
you,
I don't know
of
if you're
you,
proud
of
me.
you.
Yeah, are you proud of me? Also, I don't think he can get banned because of the mirror. I do have pants on, and Jesus Christ.
What if like when I get like a winning trade, I press a button and then you like run in and do like your Cheeto dance?
I mean, how much money am I getting paid for the Cheeto? That's gonna depend on how good the dance is. You know, like depending on the amount of money, that's the effort you're gonna
You
get.
mean you're not doing this because it's your passion?
No.
And you're like it's good once, it's funny once, it's fun once, but
It's
after
really
that,
hot in there. I'm not a free mascot. Jesus Christ.
you know what I should do? Put the Roku TV there, and put like advertisements on it.
What we should do is film a bunch of videos of me dancing in the Cheeto costume and play that on the TV behind you. Like music videos.
Okay, so he says 5% of the profits forever
For what?
for doing your dance.
Of the profits on all your little trades? How many is that?
Well, no, not on the trade.
How
That'd
many
be
monies is
that'd
that?
be too much. Just 5% from like the whatever the YouTube ends up making.
No, 5%? No.
You know, but it's like it's in a way you would own 5% of it then, and then like with you as an owner, you are now right taking advantage from enhancing the stream. You see that?
No. Unfortunately, I am worth more than 5%. My little dance is gonna get so many people to pay attention. I don't know, 5%.
Yeah, 5%. Would you rather have Would you rather have 5% of a watermelon, or would you have 90% of a grape?
Neither. Who's been biting these fruits?
Dude, I'm taking that watermelon, boy. Give me that
5%
watermelon.
of a watermelon has one bite. That's the same as 90% of a grape. They're equal parts. So, to me, that's kind of a silly question. Because it's the same thing. It's one bite of fruit.
Is that even yours? I'm thirsty in here too. You know, is that?
I don't know. Sorry. I would like to remind you that you asked me to come in here.
Bobo made it in too.
Yeah, he's not angry anymore. He was attacking the bottom of the bed for a little while.
I feel like that he does it when he's happy. He looks really happy when he's doing that.
That's true. He is having a ball. He's just like working out his little energy, I guess.
You know, that Roku TV is cool though.
Yeah, I like it.
I was looking up like Roku TVs for the future. I'd like to get like a big Roku TV and like as like the main TV,
Yeah, that would be
and like, you know, wherever I live in the future, like that'd be like, I love just doing it right off your phone like that. And
It's so nice, and even the Fire TV that I have in my room, I found out that that can be controlled from an app on my phone. So I got the Fire TV app, and I can control that one with my phone remote too. It's awesome. I haven't had a TV that I like needed an actual remote for in like 10 years. That's crazy. I love your dresser. That's so cute.
thank you. We'll see how it feels in here now with the AC
Right
being
now
fixed.
It's gonna be cold soon. I can tell that there is a cold draft, but I am sweating from my Cheeto costume.
Well, I mean it's 82 outside right now and it feels cold in here,
Yeah.
and the fan's not on.
Does it feel cold in here?
I feel well. Listen,
I spent too long.
listen.
In the
Yeah,
suit.
yeah. I mean,
I spent too long in the suit. I think the Cheeto personality is stuck.
I do want to. I do. I'm excited to stream on like Halloween. That'd be fun. Like be in a costume.
That would be really
So
fun.
so I had
Yeah.
this. I had this idea.
I think for the whole month of October you can stream in costume, right?
Yeah.
It's like
I
theme.
mean, now if you do it outside of October, then you kind of go into a different category of streamer.
Oh no.
But
what you could do is like look up when there are like game conventions and whatever, and do like a
oh,
little
and just like
costume and then
make
do, like,
make excuses to
yeah,
like.
and be like, since I can't be at Comic Con today,
Yeah. Can I since I can't be at like South.
I'm dressed like Peter Pan for my stream.
Since they can't be at Comic Con South Africa today, I gotta
Exactly. Yes. Since I can't be at the parade at Disney World Japan.
All right.
I don't know why you said put on a costume and I immediately thought of you as Peter Pan, but
I could
let you know.
I could see
You
it
know?
though. I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, Velko, I want your opinion on this idea as well. Did you hear my friend last night? The guy, I had a guy came over and we like talked for like 2 hours.
No.
So he's one of the people in like my group here.
Oh no! I thought you had
So-
a girl over, so I like closed my room and turned up my TV.
No, it was a lad. We were talking about this stuff.
Oh, not buttholes or anything. That it's fine.
So
Fine to me.
our idea, my idea. So I have this voice channel called Monkey Talk,
Okay.
and I was like, dude, what if we dress up as like monkeys, and we like stream with like a monkey costume on?
Can you make the sounds?
I mean, I'm gonna have like monkeys on the Roku, and I'm gonna be like, I don't know what kind of sounds I'll make, but yeah, it's gonna be like a monkey.
Yeah,
It's like a monkey
I
stream.
think if you're gonna do it, you need to be making monkey sounds.
It's
That's
like-
all I'm saying. No, I support it. I think that's weird, and I love it. Can they see you right now?
Yeah, let's see what it looks like. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That
I
mirror.
can't see my butt in the mirror anymore, I don't think. So
No.
I think we're cool.
I really like the idea of monkey talk.
Yeah, I think that's cute. I like that.
Monkey talk. No, my friend did not like it. He was like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "No, let's hear me out."
No, it's fantastic. And there's so many different kinds of monkeys.
Yeah.
Like, your costume could be anything.
Well, well, let's see. It says unique but very monkey talk. Monkey
Unique,
talk.
but very marketable. Yeah. Agreed. Being unique is what makes it marketable. Like the Cheeto suit.
Man, I wish I actually had some like viewers. That'd been fun if you came in and there were actually like people
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah. Mm. Sometimes people like promote their streaming or whatever on like those like webcam sites.
Mm.
And like flash through and film it, like screen record it and live post it the entire time, and then they're like, just doing crazy stuff. That's how a lot of people get like traction to their YouTube channels and stuff.
See, he likes monkey talk.
Yeah, you're crazy until you're successful.
Monkey talk. It could be like a monkey talk Monday, and every Monday with the monkey. Dude, that'd be fun. I mean, I would have fun doing monkey talk Monday.
I feel like because if you want to reach a broad source of viewers, you also want to be able to like speak to people who have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. And it's me, someone who doesn't know what the fuck you're talking about. So
Monkey talk.
I can put on a monkey suit and ask you a bunch of my silly questions.
You know, no, that is not a bad idea.
Uh-huh. Because you need to be able to talk to the lowest common denominator when it comes to computers. She's me. I'm good at other stuff, but there's a lot of different corns in this.
That would be fun though to make a video where you like just like ask questions. You're like, okay, so like, what is this?
Yeah. I would like to
And
be dressed as a monkey for that video, just saying.
okay, I mean, go
Dude, don't
Go-
take the monkey
go-
away
go-
from me
go-
now. That's why I'm here.
go do some research on costumes
Yeah.
and
Costume research. We just look up what monkeys look like that you want to be, and then we'll go to Joanne and Michaels.
okay, and
And
like,
we be monkeys.
do we get to have little paws, like little monkey paws on?
We can.
Can we put a little monkey costume on Bobo? No,
I don't think
maybe
he'd be
Toka.
happy. Yeah.
Toka to do it.
Try it on Toka.
Bobo would just be Bobo. Bobo.
He is a jungle leopard. He is our natural predator. This is so crazy. Enriched cornmeal, corn oil, hot seasoning made from corn.
It's just corn. It's all corn.
It's just corn and powdered cheese. That's great. What a great snack. It's just corn. Did you see that giant bag of frozen corn in the freezer? My dad shows up the other day and he says, I think you really like corn. And he just gives me that.
I wonder if we could make Cheetos.
That would be so much work to make a Cheeto, but we could. We could definitely make a Cheeto. We need some corn. I don't know if I guess frozen corn probably would work to make a Cheeto, but we would have to like blend it and dry it out and then blend it again. And I don't even know how you puff it up like that. They probably fry them. From Plano, Texas. Oh my god, this bag of Cheetos is from 2006.
It does raise the question: how does one make Cheeto? You know.
I think you make a funky little corn log, and then you deep fry it, and then you roll it in powdered cheese and garlic. make Flamin' Hot seasoning out of corn? I don't like that it says that. Flamin' Hot seasoning made from corn. Why would you say that to me? You know? How do you make spicy dust out of a corn, guy? Oh my god, remember when we first started talking and you kept trying to talk to me about stocks and I kept thinking you were saying socks?
Yeah. Yeah, that was.
That went on for like a couple months, I think. Because there was that one day at my dad's house where I was like, "What are you
I was like,
talking
yeah,
about?"
yeah, you can like buy like different types of stocks.
And I was like, "Oh, so are you choosing them, or do they just send you random ones?" And you were like, "You choose them." And I was like, "Then why wouldn't you just buy your own socks?" And you were like, "Well, you can't just buy your own stocks. You have to." I was like, "Why can't you just like? What do you mean you can't buy your own socks? Like, are you not a grown man?" And you were like, and then you sent me the link. It's just so funny that like for like 3 months neither of us could hear the difference.
I like the idea though. Robinhood for socks. You just buy and sell socks.
Sell?
Yeah, you'd buy it, and then you can like sell it. People. It's like, you know.
Hey guy, I'm just telling you that if you come up with a website for selling used socks, you're gonna get a different market than I think you want. I mean, I'll wear the socks and sell them for you, right? But
Well, okay, yeah, I don't know how the buying makes a lot of sense. I don't know how the selling
right, the
works.
selling that's a different market.
Yeah, yeah, we're going into different territory there.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I don't know. I have sold my socks before, and one time I wore this pair of socks for like 4 days, and I sold it to this guy, and he was like, "Not stinky enough. It needs at least 3 times this stink." And he like sent me like a very long, angry letter about how my socks weren't stinky.
Man,
we gotta. I wore them for so long.
we gotta have a talk about what can be said on the live stream.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
We gotta.
I don't think I cursed.
No, I'm glad we have one viewer.
Your other viewers can't hear about me selling my socks. That's where my money comes from in this whole operation.
What if like my dad was watching or something?
Hey guys,
What if
Dad,
your
do you
dad?
want to buy my socks?
What if your dad was watching? Your dad probably knows.
Yeah. My dad knows I sell my socks. He's upset about it, but we don't discuss it much, you know. What can you do? I would elaborate, but we're on live.
Do 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 do.
Every time I exercise, my Fitbit tells me I'm losing weight. Bitch, you have no idea how much I'm eating. That's a stupid thing to say.
Yeah, like he's gonna come over for that.
Sometimes he does, but he does look very comfy. It's the way he didn't move his head at all when I started doing it. What's he looking at?
Such a peaceful cat.
He is so cute.
Never
and sweet.
swipes at anyone.
Almost never. Why would he even do that? That doesn't even sound like him. know what they're saying a lot of the time. I don't even pay attention, but I just like having like the Australian accent in the background. It feels good.
What do you listen to at night?
Rain sounds or Love
Rain.
Island Australia.
Oh.
I listen to Australians argue to fall asleep. No, it's usually rain sounds. Oh, that's what he's looking at. There's a little fruit fly. I was wondering what he was staring at. It's up under the thing.
He's locked in.
I love him so much. He's so cute. Hello, my little ham. He is so spoiled.
Oh yeah, he is. He's a spoiled little kitty.
He keeps waking me up out of my sleep, like grabbing my hands with his little paws. Because he wants attention. But I'm asleep, and that's mean. That's what bullying is, ham cat.
Hamster.
That's what I call him when he's bad.
Bobakar. Hamothy Bobakar. Hamothy Bobakar. Get in here.
That sounds demonic.
Yeah.
Like, why?
I mean, come on. Hamothy Bobakar. Hamothy Bobakar, Bobo, Bobakar. That's his like full proper name. Son of Liz. Hamothy.
That doesn't sound right.
Son of. So looking back at the chart. Oh god.
What about the chart?
I was gonna explain what's kind of happened here.
Or were you gonna explain it to
Since
me or
the-
to someone else?
Just to
Anyone
to
listening?
the yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll explain it to you.
Right, because I don't know
So-
what any of this is. It's gonna be hard for you, I think.
So see that there's this big open space here with no bars.
Sure.
So
What are we measuring with this?
so each of these bars is 5 minutes.
Why?
Uh,
Sorry.
so what this is? It's the S&P 500.
Which is what?
So it's like imagine there's one stock, and you understand like if people are buying that stock it goes up,
Yeah.
if they're selling it goes down.
Right.
So what this does, it tracks 500 stocks and it puts them all together.
Oh, okay. Right. So this is how they say, oh, the stock market don't.
So-
what does this have to do with like the Dow?
So literally like when they say when you just hear someone say the market is up, or when
Yes.
someone is talking about like the market, that is they're talking about the S&P 500.
But they always say the market falls today and the Dow Jones has dropped 40 points. So what is
Yeah,
that? Who's
so-
Dowager Jones?
So the S&P 500 is tracking 500 stocks.
Okay.
The Dow Jones tracks 30 stocks.
What is the difference between a 500 and a 30?
So they're basically just like, well, there's a lot of overlap in the stocks. So I think probably all of the stocks in the Dow are in the S&P 500
What is how?
because it's tracking different types of
What does
stuff.
it mean to be a 500?
So it's a like very large like
Is that how many
Re-
people
re-
work for you?
no, I mean it's so there's like a committee that decides. So I can't say. I mean basically it's like what are the largest size companies?
Okay.
But-
so the
but-
S&P 500 only measures the biggest companies,
Yeah.
whereas the Dow Jones measures a lot more companies.
No, the Dow actually measures fewer companies, but it's more.
I figured it would be harder to be a 500 than a 30.
Well, So the S&P 500 is just looking at like what are the biggest like stocks that we want to be like involved in. So
Okay.
and there's a committee that decides it.
Okay.
So when you think about that, just like Apple, Google.
So it's S&P 500, like it's the Xbox 360. Like it doesn't mean anything.
No, the 500 is 500 stocks.
500 what?
Stocks.
Oh, there's 500 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Then the Dow is 30 stocks.
Is it like the 30
So
biggest ones?
no, so like what they put in there, it's now I don't know exactly what their criteria is, but it's like it's supposed to be a broad like industry. Like they want to
How is that?
so there's like Caterpillars in there that does like farm equipment.
What is,
Um,
oh,
it,
like
I
the Caterpillar company.
yeah
They don't
so
have caterpillars in there.
no so and then there's also different like Dow Joneses that you can be in, but basically the Dow is like it's kind of like it's a spectrum of like of the industry. So you like Apple is also in there, and then like Boeing is in there. They make planes. So it's just taking
Right.
like a section of like all the different industries,
So
and
like
it's
the
like
biggest ones from every sector? Because
uh
Boeing is like the biggest manufacturer, Apple is the biggest manufacturer,
so
Caterpillar is the
yeah.
biggest manufacturer.
Not necessarily, but basically that's like what yeah that's what they're like shooting for.
Oh my god, so if you're biggest and they just don't like you, they just pick somebody else and they're like, sorry, it's our criteria. That's so
Yeah,
interesting.
I
I love
mean,
that.
yeah, there's a committee that decides it, and they have their whatever their reasons are. But
Oh, sorry, I was gonna say something you can't say on stream.
so what this is tracking is the S&P 500. So then you can imagine it, that it's like it's basically like just like we're trading like one stock now. So you have this basket, and all these little stocks are
So
doing.
which one is that?
So this is the S&P 500.
Oh fuck. Okay, sorry. So how is that 500 of them? But it's like that. Like, is it like a composite? Is it a median? Because I'm not
Um,
seeing like individual data points. I'm seeing like chunks, which
so
is what I don't get.
so it's so the S&P is it's market cap weighted.
Right, and so the
So
green is where it increased and the red is where it decreased.
yeah, so like Apple, Google, Microsoft, like those are like the biggest companies.
Okay.
So they're gonna have the biggest weight on it.
What?
They're gonna because their market cap moves a lot.
Because
So
and you can have
like
more shares of a big company than you can of a little one, right? The
well
most is more.
well the shares doesn't really matter. What matters is just think about just think about the total size
The total size of what?
of that company. Like okay, just think like app
What
just
company?
okay. So like Apple's a huge company, right?
Yeah.
So if you take 500 companies, Apple's gonna be like the biggest.
Yeah, it's probably gonna have the most employees and be the biggest.
So when we're talking about biggest, we just mean worth the most.
What?
So it doesn't matter how many people work for it.
What?
Like if you like have a
So
business,
it's just about worth the most money. It's not so, but that
yeah.
doesn't make sense to me because if they have the most weight in the whole chart, shouldn't it be because they affect the most people? And how does they affect the most people if they don't?
Um, so a company is worth something. So like if someone was to if someone was to buy that company, they'd have to pay so much for it.
Right.
So that's how big it is.
Okay.
When people say like that's how big the company is,
Oh
that's
my
usually.
god! What? That's what they mean?
I mean, it depends on the context.
I've been thinking like the size of the building, how many people are in there, my whole life.
I mean, of course, it depends on context, but I mean, when people are really discussing like companies, they're saying, I mean, they're going off like the market cap, which is like how much the company is worth, which is like how much someone would like pay for the company.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So, so that's how the S&P, that's how the price of the S&P moves because all these companies have their different weights. Like the larger companies will move it more.
So when people are buying their stuff, go up.
So what the
Are you happy?
so what this chart is tracking is just like that S&P. So it boils it all down to like one price.
So those little suit nerds are happy when Apple is happy?
Um, I mean,
Sorry,
I mean,
this is hard for me. I have no you know, I have no financial literacy. Like, that graph looks crazy.
Yeah,
How is there's so you were gonna explain the gap to me. Why are they not touching?
so this is from every day is from 9:30. I'll do it on the 9:30 to 4:15. That's like the trading day.
PM?
Yeah.
9:15 a.m. to 4:15 p.m.
No,
then-
9:30 a.m. to 4:15 p.m.
Right, and then all that other stuff just happens like overnight.
Right. So like,
how can stuff happen overnight if the trading isn't open?
well, there is a wider range of trading that happens. I'm only showing 9:30 to 4:15 because that's like the traditional like market. But then also, so imagine like it closes and there's no more trading, but people still put in their orders, and
So you get to orders in the morning.
yeah. So once it opens back up, all the orders like work themselves out, and
So does it actually happen overnight, or do the orders start processing in the morning?
so this
How do you buy a stock if you're in China?
okay. So this
Wait,
one
please
question.
explain this.
One question at a time. Okay, so this chart, so my chart on the bottom,
You laugh so hard at that question.
so my chart on the bottom is from 9:30 to 4:15.
And when? Oh, today.
Yeah, so like this is today.
Wow.
This is from open at 9:30, went to 4:15.
Right. So
Now-
the gap is from last
Now
night.
the chart on the top, it's the same thing, but it's
right. I
a
just noticed that it's just
but
stretched.
it's a 24-hour chart.
Oh.
So you'll see the times here. Like here's like 2 o'clock, and then
Why do you cut them out of the main chart?
it's just like how I like to like contextualize it
Okay,
for
it's
myself.
just how you like to break it down
Yeah.
for your own. But like,
But then I also am able to see what happened overnight.
right,
So you'll
'cause
see
this is a lot of information to absorb, so I can understand why you cut it up like that.
so you see at 4:15,
Yeah.
and it goes a little bit after 4:15.
Okay.
It closes for like an hour.
How do you tell that? Because it gets kind of flat.
No, I mean it has a set like time. I think it closes at 4:45. Then it like you can't place any trades between like 4:45 and 6. It might be 5 and 6. There's like a 1 hour.
Why?
Um,
So that the cokeheads have to take a nap?
so like in this modern world, I don't see why we would need to have it close.
Yeah.
But
It's just like a
but
tradition? Why did they used to do it?
well, because they used to do it. I mean, so it used to be like 9:30 to 4:15 because that's like
right, and
that,
then they had to go home.
because that's like yeah that's
That
like
was
that's
their
like
work day.
that's like the day.
I mean,
Now
it
like
was.
probably the reason why it closes now is so that they can just make sure everything is like
Right, it
settled,
has to
everything.
close sometimes so they can check for error. I get that.
So that's kind of
So the stock market, yes, is that only American companies? How does this work?
so what we're looking at is so the S&P 500 would be like the market for American companies,
Okay.
and then every other
So
country.
what's the global? So I thought that Dow Jones was global though.
No,
No.
Dow Jones is like 30.
Oh, that's just in here. Why is it called the Dow Jones? The Dowager Jones? Why
Well
is it
the
called that?
well the company that like sets it up is Dow Jones.
Why?
I believe that I
I would just Google it.
no I mean I can look that up. What is the
I think if you look up Dow Jones etymology, it'll come up real quick. Because I don't care.
no,
well, I do
we gotta
care,
no
but
we gotta
that
know it
doesn't-
all.
Oh, I can't know
Yeah,
it all
so
right now.
Charles
Charles
so
Dow,
it
who
was
was Jones? His secret lover. Sorry.
yeah, so I
missed
mean
it.
I'm pretty sure then Jones would be the second
Yeah.
name. So
The
so
man
there you
who
go.
left.
I knew it was a name. I knew like it was based on a name. I was like
Charles
is Dow really a name or is that an
Yeah, it
acronym?
doesn't sound like a name.
But the Dow Jones is different because while the S&P is market weighted, the Dow Jones is price weighted. So I don't know if I should even get in. I don't know if we should even.
I'm sorry for my face when you said that. I felt it. Okay.
No, this is good to do like a
Yeah, I
beginner
need to
beginner.
learn
But I
someday.
want to talk about this gap though,
Oh,
because that's where
fuck.
we
No,
we,
that's
we
just
were
the overnight gap. That's the
right
secret midnight trades that you cut out for your own personal bite-sized viewing.
right. So a lot of people look at the chart like this, like 'cause it's good for like context, like what is the day doing.
Right.
So
But I understand there's a lot of hours missing every time there's a little jump.
so we have this gap, and usually when you have this open space like that, the market wants to come back and fill that open space.
What?
Yeah.
What do you? How? But there's not really open space. You made that open space up. You made it up because you didn't include the nighttime trades.
So
Why does it want to close space you made up?
so most people have their charts 9:30 to 4:15. Well, maybe not. I mean, maybe not most. It's
So
but it's
a lot
just
of people look at it like that.
like yeah. So I mean, like the computers, all the big funds, they have different ways of looking
So
at the
it's
markets,
just naturally inclined to go back to like its base level or something. I don't really understand that.
right? Because like when you're looking at the chart, there's like this big open space there, and
Okay.
so now if you want a more like you're saying, well, there's still overnight trading, so there's still
Yeah,
stuff
you
there.
made that space up. Is what I
Okay,
said.
well then still
You kind of invented it.
we know that at the daytime closed here, which is
Right.
which is an important price, and then the next day opened up here, which is an important price. So we have this
Right.
distance between two important prices.
Okay. And
So
you feel bad about it.
well, there's no personal.
But the, that's all I understand. Can you please try to explain this using feelings?
It feels like it should close.
Can you just explain it with vibes? I just like okay, so it just like wants to close, but like why? Or does it feel like it should close to you, or do you observe that it wants to be closed?
So
Is this
I've
like an observer
I've
feeling, or
no historically they close.
how? How you close something that is over and open?
So in trading, when we have important prices, the market wants to get there.
What does that mean?
So okay, that's good. That's a good
What's an important
because this is something I like. This is something I like talking about. So we have all these prices like 4,428. You know, just
For what?
so that's what like
For how many?
so okay. So that's what like the price of it is right now
Price of what?
of what we're
So
trading.
if I give you 4,448, what do I get? It's the price of what?
So like we were saying, if you like buy a share of something, you have to pay so much for it.
Okay.
So
So is that how many shares $4,448 will
that
get me of each company?
no, that's the price of just forget
Price of what?
just forget that there's like other companies in it. Just think about just treat this as like it's like one stock. To
Okay.
keep it simple. The price of this is
The
5,400.
price of each stock.
Yeah, if you're gonna buy like a share,
Yes. One share.
is 5,400. Yeah.
Pass. Sorry.
So there's all these different price levels, like any dollar movement up or down, like 4,421. You just make up a number.
But why did they make? Why? Why can't I just make up a number?
Well,
What
no,
does the
because
number
I'm
mean?
no, because we're going to talk about important.
7,802.
Okay, right. So that could be a price that someone would pay for a share of something.
A share of what? For what? What do they get for their $7,000? Sorry. I know that's. I'm just my. brain is
Once again,
struggling
just forget all the other stuff. This is just one share of a stock. So if you would buy, you would own that one share.
Can you just name it so my brain stops getting angry? Can we just pretend that's a company and you?
Yeah,
decide
no, that's what I.
it is?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, let's just call it the S&P. Let's call it.
Disney. No. Because
okay.
what does S&P stand for? What does that mean?
Okay.
That opens up a lot of questions. So let's just say he's Michael Mouse.
Okay. If that helps
so
you.
one Michael Mouse Mouse is $5,000.
Okay, see you, Velko. Thank you for joining. Today was a wild. We had a great time today. Thank you for coming in.
Sorry if I embarrassed you in front of Voco.
Okay, what do you want to call it? The Mickey Mouse Company?
I said Disney, but then I've just been calling it the Michael Mouse.
Okay.
So one Michael Mouse is $5,000.
Yeah, roughly. Okay. And you see, so over time, these are different prices
Right.
that people have paid, and then
Yes.
here's like the price scale on the right. So you're talking about now. You're trying to get to like, so why is there like an important price? Okay.
Yeah, what is the important price?
So
What is it?
so imagine what is you're like tell me the so like someone so someone might pay 5,419 for it, or they might pay a different price. Now, what's more significant? Some like random number,
Yeah, I don't
or
know.
now think about now. You gotta let me finish my thought, my sentence. I'm leading up to something.
I'm sorry, I'm trying. I think I'll be a better listener like this. Okay.
So so really, what I'm getting at is like big round numbers. It's like 5,000.
Okay.
That's a big round number.
Okay, it's right. Why is it round? Just so we're on the same
Round is
page.
just like it ends in like a zero,
Okay, cool.
basically. It's just like
Gotcha.
it's just like in like a
Right.
notable.
Easily broken up in a lot of different ways. I get it.
Yeah. So like 5,000, like if like that price is going to be more important because people are just thinking about it. Everyone knows like the 5,000 number is near. It's like a psychological thing.
So if I said like 315, that would be a lot less important.
Yes, but it'd be
So it is about feelings.
no. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of feelings in this. Yeah, yeah. So like the 315 is less important, but it's more important than 314.
Okay.
Is that making
Just
sense?
'cause it's easier to remember, but like why? Why
So
does that make it
so
important?
do you ever hear someone say like, oh, I think this stock is gonna get up to like 100,
Yeah.
or like they're gonna use like that like big round number for that.
Okay.
So like if you're like when you're asking why like on this, that's like that's just like psychology. Like it's just notable.
Oh, so we want it to be at a big round number for just psychological reasons.
Yeah, like so like the market is always wanting to be at like an important price, and one of
What
those
does that mean? What is the
it's
market?
like
How does the market?
it's like one of the important prices would be like a big round number. It wants so well it's always going to be where like there's a balance of buyers and sellers.
How do you know what the market feels? How do you know what it wants? I guess is my question. Like why? Why does the market want it?
Well,
What is the evidence
well,
for this?
well, I think if you like watched someone and studied someone for a while, you would like know like what they want, right? If you like, right, you start to get an idea. So that's what we do as traders. We look at like all these bars mean something, and that's what like learning how to trade is. It's like
Oh,
learning,
trying to figure out what that wants to do.
yeah.
But it's all based on random impulses of individual Americans and marketing schemes that are all going on at the same time.
Well, you know, so so it's all based on like buy and sell decisions, and there's nothing random about like when someone is choosing to now. I mean, you can call it random, like that's
Right, there's no true
like
random.
effective like effectively like a lot of it is gonna be random because there's no way to know like, oh, some person in like India is like buying this for you could have like 1,000 reasons to like buy or sell something here.
Exactly.
And so that's what's going on. You have all these different people with all
Right.
different amounts of money buying and selling for their own reasons and
And
strategies.
you're looking to measure the trends and try and figure out what the, you know.
Yeah, I mean
Gotcha.
then you're looking at the chart and trying to figure that out. So yeah, I mean like in some sense it's random, but also like if people are making buy and sell decisions, they're making their own logical decisions. So it's all based on like that logic,
Or
you
it's
know.
based on, I really owe my Coke dealer today. Or
So well, listen. If a news story broke out that this 10 million Americans must pay their coke dealers by the end of the week, and they 10 million S&P 10 million Michael Mouse owners have to pay their coke dealer by the end of the week. Okay, so really, if that was like a true news story, Michael Mouse would crash because everyone would know everyone is selling their Michael Mouse
If
shares,
they oh yeah, that's true. But
right?
if they posted every Michael Mouse owner owns their coke dealer money, I think that coke dealer would just go to prison, right? That would never happen.
Well, yeah, well, what's a separate? I mean, that's a separate. The coke dealer going to
Right,
prison
but
is
all
a
I'm saying
separate.
is, if a lot of people owed their coke dealer money, you would never know, and Michael Mouse would crash, but they would have very little warning.
Um, but so the big round number is what, we're talking about, important prices. It's like the big round number.
Big round number.
So that's an example of an important price. Now, the close of a day and the open of a day are important prices.
No matter what they are. How
Right.
is it important
Right.
if it's not though?
Well, so the market.
Oh, being big and round is just one thing that can make the number important, and other stuff does too.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so the market is always trying to figure out what price it should be, but
To beat.
to where it should be at.
Okay.
But you see all this up and down movement,
Yeah.
so that is it trying to gauge how far it should go. So it's what it's always doing. It's testing up and down, and because people are trying to figure out if we're buying, is it going to keep on going up, or if we're buying and we can't get the market to go up because there's more sellers up there. So it's always probing up and down, and what it probes to is the important numbers. So if so
Probes. That's the word for that.
so if this day closed here and now we're up here, they're going to say, okay, so we're up here, but how long can we stay up here? Let's test down there and see how many buyers there are.
I don't get that. How do we test down there? How does one go about the probing?
You're like I really want to stay on the top of this probing.
I just want to know what it means. First of all, I've asked a lot of questions about a lot of things since I've been in here, and if my constituents ask, that is my official statement.
So let's look at this day. We opened here,
Yeah.
and then immediately it went down.
Why?
So the why there, I would say it's because big big funds that really can control the market because they're so large. Their computers are
Sorry.
their computer.
Was its tape?
Oh, and then it stuck to you and you got scared. It's like their computers are trying to figure out what the right price should be.
Okay.
So they will sell to see just where they'll try to figure out where people have their buy orders at. So it'll send the market down.
Oh, until people start buying a lot, until it sells enough of it, and then it starts going back up when it feels like the demand is good enough.
Right. So they're always trying to figure out what the right price is. And then
And the right price is just what the maximum people are willing to pay consistently.
yeah, I mean it's where the buyers and sellers meet up. So
Right.
it went down, but then it found more buyers and sellers here,
Right.
and then it went up. So yeah, so it went.
I've taken an economics class.
I mean,
I know what's going on here.
so it went down, but then it's oh, there's no there's no sellers down here. There's only buyers, and then the market was oh, there's no sellers today. It's it's going up, and then here it went too far. So it's always testing where it should be. It went too far here, and it said, oh, there's too many sellers, not enough buyers, so it sends it down. And then
And it's a
all
computer
these
that does this? That automatically drops the price
well
and
well well
increases the
well
price?
it's a mix of people and computers buying and selling. So you see how you have so many participants and it kind of works itself out.
How many participants do you have?
I mean
100? 1,000?
I
10,000?
mean like
Million?
probably I mean probably like tens of thousands.
Whoa.
I mean, maybe they're not all doing it at the same time because like I'm here, I'm a participant, but I might just take one trade a day.
Right. You well, and even if you don't do it every single day, are you still a participant?
Yeah, I'm a participant, but I'm not like taking a trade at that moment, I guess.
Yeah.
So you might have tens, thousands of people participating, and then so many people are actually taking trades at that moment. So I can show you the volume.
You can show me a number.
Yeah. So let me show you like the real.
Yeah, that's what I want. Concrete, solid.
No, you
numbers.
want. I thought you wanted the feelings. I'm trying.
Well, okay, I want to know the feel, but you're also giving
Okay.
me a lot of numbers that
So
don't mean
these
anything.
so these bars are like the volume for each 5 minute
and that's how
time
many
frame.
people there are.
That's how many
People there are doing active
that's
trades right
that's
now.
how many like shares took place.
Okay, gotcha.
So like
Yes, how many trades happened in that 5 minutes?
so on this one there was 78,000 on this bar.
Wow.
Now look, so the time frame, so the time that's at the end of the day. That's at like 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So that means everyone was like getting out of their positions because they don't want to be holding it overnight.
Right.
Which kind of loops back to like why that like 4:15 close is important, and why the 9:30 close is important because people aren't trading much overnight. So
But
that's
it looks like they are because you have a bunch of gaps in there. So how do you explain that if they're not trading much overnight? That seems like a lie.
so like the volume is lower overnight,
Okay.
like because people like are like asleep and like having dinner and
And the S&P is only for American companies?
yeah.
How, like, what percent of the S&P is owned by people overseas?
Um, I don't know. I mean, people overseas can trade this
I know
market,
they can.
and
That's my question. How much of us does China own now?
I don't know. That's an interesting question. How much of like,
Yeah. How much of the S&P is owned by foreign investors?
but I mean, really, I don't know. I mean,
Okay. Figure it out. Get back to me, Chief.
I guess we can just. I guess it's literally just like one. It's like one Google search away.
You can just Google it. I like how I'm like, figure it out and get back to me, and you're like, nope, stay here, continue to learn. Okay. What?
So
Okay,
they own.
6%.
So foreign investors owned 13 trillion of the U.S. equities, which is 6% of all stocks.
Yeah, but that was I mean that was a year ago though. I wonder if that's changed.
I mean, yeah, but not like really too much.
I don't know. You would be surprised how fast China's been buying up equity like that across Africa.
Yeah, no,
I don't know, but I'm curious.
yeah. So then every 5 minutes, about today at least, about like 5,000. Oh no, about a 10,000, 15,000 like
Wow,
shares been traded on the S&P.
that's a lot.
So like I I might do like one once a day,
Right,
and then some of these bars have like 80,000 on them.
right. And so how fast do the computers do trades? Can a computer do like 1,000 trades a day, or how does that work?
Computer can do 1,000 trades a second.
Okay, but they just don't choose to. That's interesting.
Or so at every moment there are computers constantly like trading. So so it's called high frequency trading.
Right.
So these
I've heard of
computers, so the computers are literally looking at like the smallest unit
Wow.
change. So they'll buy like a million shares or something,
Mhm.
and then sell it a quarter of a second later for 1 penny more, and they're doing that like all day.
Yeah, and that counts as one trade, or does that count as like a lot of
So
as many
well,
trades as there are shares?
well, I mean for them it would count as one trade,
Okay, that's interesting.
but um, I guess
That's why there's only 78,000 trades then. I thought that was marking every single share that got
So
traded.
so a trade is like
A transaction.
yeah. So between like so if even if it's like 10 shares, if it goes between two people,
Yeah,
that'd be
so
one
one trade.
that'd be one trade.
Okay, that makes sense.
But now if you have 10, then you get like 5 people each buy two, and that'd be like 5 trades.
Okay,
So
that makes sense. It's transaction based, not number of shares based. That was confusion for me. Huh, wow, I'm learning so much.
but now like that's a trade. But then the volume is the amount of shares traded total. It's like volume. If we had 10,000,
Wait.
so if the volume is 10,000, that means 10,000 shares traded hands went back and forth.
Okay, but if a computer can do thousands of trades a second and sell them for 1 penny more, how are
So
they
well there's like thousands of different types of stocks you can trade. So they're doing all sorts of different other stuff.
What do you mean? Different other stuff.
So this is just one vehicle to trade. It's actually kind of it's like large. It's like very large to trade. Like one contract here, you need like I mean thousands of dollars to trade this one. So it's not. But you can have other things that are like a dollar, like a stock that a share is a
Penny
dollar.
stocks.
Yeah, sure. So
No,
yeah,
that's.
and we have like thousands of those different stocks that you can like buy and sell. So they're doing like
And
all
they're not on the S&P 500. They're unrelated, so they're not measured there.
right. Yeah, yeah. So I mean the S&P 500 is like one.
So is there anything that measures all of them?
Yeah, so then imagine the S&P 500, but then there's
For
one,
every
but then there's one that says does the
thing
same
you can
thing.
buy and sell
Yeah,
for
it's like
yourself.
it's called like VOO, like VOO or something like that.
How come I've never heard of that? I would think
Because
for
it's
every publicly traded
because it's
company.
not really because you don't really want to you might not really want to own everything. You only want to own the good
Everybody
stuff.
wants to own everything. That's silly.
You kind of only want to own the good stuff
Okay.
because if you own everything, you're also buying all the junk. But I mean, no, I mean you can buy that, and that's like a real thing.
That's crazy. Um,
Yeah, so it's interesting how much like explanation I have to give just to like we haven't even talked about like what the bars mean yet and like
No.
what the
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I try to watch your YouTube videos, and I have no idea what the fuck you're saying, dude. And not like. I'll just look it up. Never mind.
yeah, that's the challenge because everyone's at like different levels.
Exactly. So trying to like speak at a level that's enjoyable for people who know more, but also like viewable for people who know less is hard to do. Gotta take some lessons from Steve Irwin. He's so good at that.
What did he do?
What?
What did he do?
Oh, I said he is really good at making things interesting for people who know more about a subject, while making things accessible and understandable for people who know less. Oh, ow. Those armholes could be a little bit bigger. Oh. No! I was just trying to be menacing and put the Cheetos label above your head.
Yeah, if you were so close, they would think it was like a background. Then you start
Yeah.
moving. That would really
Okay, I'll just hold still. It's fine.
that would really throw him off.
Yeah, because I have to be on my tiptoes so that you can see the Cheetos above your head. But then if I'm on my tiptoes, I wobble. I'm gonna have to figure this out. I need like a stool back here. Like a block. A pallet, perhaps. And then you'd hear me squeaking.
A pallet,
Yeah.
like a wooden.
Yeah. Like a small stage.
Oh,
Yeah, like a wooden pallet. A tiny stage for me.
after I leave Amazon, I never want to see a pallet again in my life.
Bring me some.
No.
Man, I'm sorry for whatever they've done to you. It was a silly voice, but I mean it. Yeah. Man, I just learned more than I've ever known about the stock market. That's crazy.
Yeah. Uh,
You're good at explaining stuff. I know I was obviously frustrated through some of that.
let's close the loop on this gap.
Oh no. Fuck. Okay. Can I get my vape first? Okay. Love you. Be right back.